Hello teacher, my full name is Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Điệp and this is my partner.
My name is Tuần.
And now I would like to start my conversations discussing about whether going to college in your own country or studying abroad is better. Now let's get started.
Hi Deep, nice to meet you again. How have you been?
Well, hello Tuấn, it's been a while, right? So I've been doing well. I have a Christmas break from my school and I just fly back from the US to Vietnam yesterday.
That's cool. You must have a lot of fun and stories to tell me about the US. Anyway, I have some questions to ask you about your experiences of living and studying abroad.
Yeah.
Since I choose to study in Vietnam, I'm really curious about what it's like to study in a foreign country and whether going to college in our own country or studying abroad is better.
Yeah, so sure, I also need to catch up with your life and study in Vietnam as well.
Yeah.
Now, I want to tell you about the pros of studying in overseas first. So first of all, having new experiences. I would say having a chance to study in a foreign country is a real privilege to me because I can be exposed to new cultures, different ways of life, and see plenty of new things I have not seen before. I can also open my eyes about a lot of things thanks to this opportunity. Secondly, immersing in international environments. Since I moved to the US, I have plenty of chances to work in professional and environment and make new friends with people from all walks of life. This opportunity can help me significantly since I have plans to stay and work in the US after my graduation.
That sounds great. Studying of which, I heard that you just got a job offer in travel agency,
That's
right?
true. That's right. Yeah, thanks to my experience and my relations here in the US, I'm offered to expand the travel route from Vietnam to the US and vice versa.
Yeah.
By the way, how about you? How has your life and study in Vietnam so far?
Well, my life does not change so much.
Yeah.
I just moved away from home, but not as far as you though. I study in Ho Chi Minh Open University, and this is also a great environment for me to grow academically. I can meet many nice friends and professional teachers here. I can also visit my parents, often at the end of weekend. Choosing to study in a home country can save a lot of money for me and my parents because everything is more affordable here compared to overseas countries from transportation, accommodation.
That's true.
Moreover, familiarity. When I study in my home country, I can feel more comfortable and more familiar with the atmosphere, people, culture, places, and lifestyles.
Yeah.
By being comfortable, I can concentrate more on my study and I don't have to spend time to adjust to the new places.
That's true. That also remind me when I first moved to the US, I cried a lot at that time. I felt homesick and lonely most of the time. And it's very hard for me to make friends at that time because it's quite difficult to step out of my comfort zones. And that's also the cost of studying in the foreign country.
Yeah.
In addition, studying abroad costs a lot of money. This reason puts a strong burden on my parents' shoulder, and I need to have and find part-time job to support my study and my expenses here. Compared to those who choose to study in their home country, I feel like they're less likely to face the financial problem like those who live overseas like me. They can enjoy the comfort in their own place.
Yeah, I can feel that. Anyway, there are also several drawbacks of pursuing education in home country. Self-growth. We barely stepped out of our comfort zone. It ultimately limits our exposure to different cultures. It perspective due to the fact that we live in the same atmosphere as we grow up. and everything is so familiar. Compared to those who study overseas, they are forced to grow by themselves, making them likely to be more independent and mature. I also assume that domestic studying also make our language skill less stand out than those living and studying overseas.
That's true.
Studying abroad help students to excel their language skill naturally and fast. Even though domestic students can still can take extra courses to enhance their language ability. However, I think it takes longer time in comparison with people who can talk to locals.
I think each of these options both have benefits and drawbacks. It depends on what the student is aiming to do and have in the future. Since then, they can choose wisely which studying path works for them.
I couldn't agree with you more about this. Whether studying abroad or your own country is better, totally depend on students. They need to understand themselves to choose correctly the studying path that is suitable for them.
Yeah, so it is the end of the conversations. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you.